Entrepreneurs like to base everything off of revenue, like setting our rates, setting our level of success, why we deserve that loan or grant, and how much our business has grown this year or this quarter. But the time that we have is a resource that we should be tracking just as much. Today I'm going to talk about why you should always run a timer whenever you're working on your business, like ever. Here's why I think that you should always run a timer whenever you're working on your business or anything related to your business. First of all, it's helpful to see how much or perhaps how little time that you actually spend on it and where all of your time and energy went. Because a lot of us are really tired and really burnt out. And I know that a lot of the complaints that I see in like Facebook groups and online communities is that you are running out of steam, you're running out of energy, you're running out of money to run your business the way that you want to. But the thing is that time is a valuable resource that doesn't renew. Like whatever time you have, and no matter how you use it, you don't get it back. And sometimes I think, honestly, we overestimate how much time we actually spend on our businesses. Like I once personally told a coach that I was working with that I was working on my business 12 hours a day. And she did not believe me, and I'm glad she didn't. It really did feel like it though, because I was waking up and I was working on my business all day until I went to sleep. And, this whole process didn't actually stop until 12 hours later, right? But the thing is that once I started using a timer anytime that I worked on my business, and of course that means turning it off when you stop. So when you get up to go to the bathroom, when you go to pick up your kids, when you stop to kind of tidy up some stuff that's around your office, you turn off the timer. And once I started timing myself and subtracting all of the times that I wasn't actually working on the business, I realized that, I'm really not working on my business that long after all, which can be a good thing or a bad thing, right? Maybe it's a good thing that you're not working on your business too much because that means that you're not dedicating too much of your precious life energy toward that business. And maybe it means that you actually have really good boundaries. And maybe it means that you're spending a lot of time creating those special moments with like the little people in your life, the little humans that you're raising. And so it's not necessarily a good or a bad thing, but you can learn a lot from it. I mean, likewise, you may learn that you're actually spending too much time on your business. So the idea with this is that at the end of the week, you pretend to clock out of your business. If you're using an app, and I like to use the Toggle Track app on my desktop, and by the way, I always work on my business on my laptop, and I try to avoid it on my phone as much as possible. It's not always possible, but I try. But at the end of the week, if you look at your reports, especially if the app that you use sends you something to let you know how much time you tracked, then you can look at how many hours you were actually clocked in to your own business. And then at that point, you'll have to ask yourself, was it worth it? Was it worth it for the results that you're getting in your business? Is it more or less than you were expecting? So I think that this applies whether or not you're paid by the project or paid by the hour or you're just selling products, because if time isn't a huge deal for you right now at the level of your business that you have, it may not matter now, but it will matter a lot eventually. And honestly, like it doesn't matter what kind of timer you use, just use one. And I say the cuter the better. I have this timer on my desk that's pink and has like a little star as the knob, and it's basically one of those visual timers that sounds like this. And it's really helpful, especially if I need to focus on a specific thing for a certain amount of time. Entrepreneurs like to base everything off of revenue, like setting our rates, setting our level of success, why we deserve that loan or grant, and how much our business has grown this year or this quarter. But the time that we have is a resource that we should be tracking just as much. Another good reason to always run a timer, you're going to need that data to know how much time you're buying back when you hire someone to help you. Because hiring someone for an hour a week to do a specific task that you have actual data in a spreadsheet, that it takes you a total of 3 hours spread over 4 days to get it done, that's going to be worth it. And it'll be a no-brainer for you. And if you're still not convinced that you should be using a timer, knowing how much time that you spend on your business on a weekly basis makes a great talking point on podcasts, especially if you like talking with other entrepreneurs about what you're doing and the struggles you're facing and the ways that you've learned to make your business work for you. It's actually really helpful to let people know how much time you're spending on your business and how much time you're not. So I hope that I've convinced you. Try timing yourself and seeing how much time you're putting into your business. And this is especially true for those of you who aren't at the income level that you want to be at. Like, learn to appreciate how much time you're giving to your business. I know that we all know how much money we're spending on all the apps and all the tools and memberships and personal development, professional development, but like, you should really appreciate how much effort and time that you are putting into your business. I don't think that they have a timer or an app yet that measures how much effort you're putting into your business, but this is a good place to start. All right, that's it for today. Send me a connection request on LinkedIn and let me know that you listened to this episode. I'll put my link in the show notes. And if you send me a DM, then let's chat. And I would love to hear from you over there. I'll see you next time. Bye.